This is your prophecy update. Global warming is only one of the messages being used to force the nations of the world into a world government. The very world government prophesied in Revelation chapter 13. Anytime you hear global governance, propaganda like Agenda 21, sustainable development, nationalized health care, social justice, and national identification programs, think world government. But it is global warming, or should I say climate change, that is presently the poster child being used to frighten everyone into really giving up freedom in order to save the planet. Well, LifeSite News reports that the head of the Vatican's Pontifical Academy of Sciences has again inferred that denial of the controversial concept of man-made climate change equates to the belief in a flat earth or the flat earth mentality. Now remember, the global warming, man-made global warming, which leads to climate change, is an absolute hoax. It's propaganda, leading towards a one world government. And yet here you have the head of the Pontifical Science Department for the Vatican saying that if you don't believe in it, you might as well believe in a flat earth. He states that from the scientific point of view, the sentence that earth is warmed by human activity is as true as the sentence that the earth is round. This is Archbishop Marcelo Sanchez Sorando. The Archbishop has been a consistent and zealous promoter of man-made climate change as a non-negotiable church issue, despite the status of care for the environment as a prudential matter. Climate change ideologies continues to be contested as a ploy perpetrated with manipulated data by the left to enact environmental regulations and taxes. Even so, Archbishop Sorando dismissed deniers of climate change in a recent Vatican radio interview as a small, negligible minority. Those people that are climate deniers, they're just a little few bunch of people out here. The interview conducted in German contained the headline, "The Vatican, Climate Change is a Fact." And it centered on reception of Pope Francis's Echo encyclical Laudato Si 2 years after its release. The Archbishop Sorando went on in the interview to say that human-affected climate change was considered science. He added that the Pope not only has the right, but also the duty to rely on science in addition to doctrine and philosophy in seeking out the truth. If the Pope expresses himself on such a subject, then this was not arbitrary, he said, as the Pope's words are not restricted to the area of doctrine of faith and morals. The Pope makes use of the truths of science or philosophy to not only explain to man how to get to heaven, said the Archbishop, but also what he must do on earth as well. The Archbishop had tried to float the idea that climate change, then generally still labeled global warming, was a non-negotiable moral issue. You see, the entire global warming climate change ploy is a hoax perpetrated by those that are endeavoring to establish a socialistic world government and redistribute the wealth of the world. And that's what we're reading right here. It's the very government prophesied to be in power in the end time.